You can if you want.
Boogie?
Yeah, Boogie.
Do you not know who Boogie2988 is?
No.
Yeah. No? You don't want to talk about him?
No. Teach me. I don't know who the fuck that is.
You don't know Boogie2988? What the fuck? You don't know Francis?
Francis?
How the fuck do you... Okay, I guess this is where you start the video if you would. How the fuck do you not know Francis? Or Boogie? He was the fat guy that did the World of Warcraft stuff that was like...
He did rage videos.
Yeah, he put on this weird fake voice and beat the shit out of his computer and cry for views or whatever, but it was like a character. And then he collaborated with what's his name? Big Juggernuggets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much more to that, but he did videos with his wife pretending to be his sister in the canon of his freak out videos, and I think all the people who do those videos are fucking losers. It's just them destroying shit. There's no talent, there's no nothing.
I was gonna ask if he was busting controllers and Xboxes and shit.
He was taking old Xboxes into the street and just smashing with hammers and running them over with his car in the name of freaking out.
I feel like I might have seen some short clips on something before, on fucking Facebook or some shit, but I can't be for sure that it was him because you kind of hinted at, there's a lot of people that did that shit.
Yeah. Grease, do you know what happened to his legal thing? I know he pointed a gun at a guy that wanted to sissy hypno him, but
Is that even? I'd assume it would still go. Is it done?
You are?
I assumed it was.
Oh, I don't know. I just know that the situation was that Nick Castle came to his house
Frank Castle,
in the name of... Yeah, it was Nick Hassel, Hassle.
Who's Frank
Yeah.
Castle? Frank Castle's fucking the Punisher in it. What am I talking about?
No, I think that's his name. I know it was some weird fucking... I could be completely wrong, but I think it's Frank Castle. And he came to Boogie's house after fighting with him for a long time on the internet. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking sissy hypno you." And he was coming to his house. Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Sissy hypno's
You innocent child.
He showed up to Boogie's house and he has this weird flashlight GoPro on his head. He's like, "Boogie, just let me sissy hypno you." And Boogie walks out. He's bigger than his fucking door frame and he points the gun at him and he's like, "Man, please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this, man. Please don't make me do this." And then he walks out and he thinks it's the smart thing to do is just aim the gun up 45 degrees and shoot it off to give a warning shot. And it freaks him out for 2 seconds before he just starts going back to sissy hypnoing him. It's really fucking weird.
What the fuck?
I mean, even someone who knows very little about guns, you don't just point it straight up and shoot.
Well, the reason he had that gun is because he went into the PKA podcast with Kyle, and he told him all about gun safety and shit. And he's like, "No, you don't do this. You don't do this." And he just he did it anyway because I guess he fucking watched movies or some shit. Because you gotta fire a warning shot, man. And it wasn't even I get if you shot straight up into the sky, you think you would it would just go into space or some weird shit. It wouldn't come down weird. But he shot it probably less than a 45-degree angle. He shot it over the top of his neighbor's house. Because he's a fucking moron. And so he turned himself in. He went to jail and I think he's out on bond now. I don't know what the fuck is going on with him.
Where is he? He lives in the U.S.?
Yeah.
I think he lives... I don't know. He's maybe Montana?
Okay, I was just gonna say, if he didn't fucking pull the trigger, that fucking, like a dumbass, he would have been fine.
Yeah, no,
pointing a gun at somebody
point
on
of
your
the gun
property here
is just to... I can't think of the word. I can't think of words again.
brandishing.
No, it's to prevention of anything.
Oh.
I just can't think.
Talking
of
about
Self-defense?
castle doctrine?
I guess,
Yeah.
but there's just a word for it, and I can't think of it.
Self-defense?
I get what you put down. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't. Yeah,
No, he
deterrent.
just shot the
Deterrent.
gun. He's fucking dumb. And I don't know what happened to him, but like I checked his channel out recently, and he went to like this weird like little art exhibit, and all of his videos now are just him like being some weird fucking neckbeard with like no friends, and he's like going to these places by himself, and he's like, oh yeah, that's really fun, and then he makes the most unoriginal jokes. There's like this, he like went to this museum, and there's like this weird little like statue poking out of the ground, and he like walks up to it and he goes, yep, that's a penis, that's a scrotum, and he starts like stroking on it. And like while he's doing that, you see like this other girl, like this fucking 5-year-old walk up, and like as soon as he says penis, she's like, ah, and she walks back to her dad, and like it's like, what the fuck, how are you so socially inept to like, you think it's funny to like it's so fucking weird
Do you know
how he
that?
operates.
Do you know that meme from It's Always Sunny, where it's like I'm playing both sides, so I always come out on top. He's essentially that, but it just doesn't work because no one really likes him, because he's never like made a side. Because like in that situation, he tries to be edgy, but he's also against edginess. So both sides don't like it.
I don't know why he fucking thought it was okay to say like rapists and Nazis are better than you because they do something they
Oh
fucking stand
yeah,
for.
that's what I
That
was
was
thinking
the
of.
dumb fucking quote. I don't get it. I don't this. If you're gonna be like appealing to the left, then be left. You know. Don't be a fucking loser who can't fucking pick a side because you don't want to like upset Nazis or you don't want to look at a controversy.
Well, that's just called a centrist.
He is a centrist. I don't even know. I don't even think he's a centrist. I think he
Fucking
just says
worst
stupid
of all.
shit. I think he says stupid shit because he doesn't know how to put it correctly. He's really afraid of scaring people. I think he's very much far more left than anybody else because that's what he thinks is cool.
I don't really know what he sounds like, but maybe he just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like he doesn't know how
Probably
to
not, no.
explain his beliefs, so he sounds.
No,
like
he doesn't.
That.
If you've seen all the shit, all the times he's been on the H3 podcast.
That's the fucking problem. Like these people, like you don't need to fucking talk about shit that you don't know shit about. Talk about something that you know. Why the fuck do you have a platform? Why the fuck are you using your platform to talk about shit that you don't even know? That's.
He got popular because he was doing like fat guy rage videos,
Yeah.
and now that he's getting like kind of skinny, he's just doesn't know what to do with himself.
Talk about fucking anger. Talk about your fucking anger.
He's probably already done
that
that
all
though.
acting. I mean, but like you could make that a whole fucking career, honestly, talking about like anger issues with men and like interviewing people about it. And,
but what he chooses to do now is like talk about how like he got so rich, guys, that he bought a Tesla, and then he, like almost immediately it's like, guys, I should not have bought a Tesla. It's like, what the fuck did you expect, you moron?
Dude, and so before you, like earlier, I was talking like, I guess we were all kind of talking about it, but it occurred to me how hard it must be for people who are young to have like this huge following on the internet, like people do these days, and then how they're gonna inevitably lose that. You know, the vast majority of them, because it's just not going to last forever. And it's like you get addicted to that shit, so that's why he has to keep fucking going and going. And now I guess now
well, with him, the only like audience he has to like interact with him is like the troll base, where he faked something like legally, like he got in trouble with the cops, and then people like they felt like they had to dox him, so he went like, haha guys, just pranked you, just made you look horrible because you doxed me now, even though it's like public information. It's like he just focuses on these fucking people that like try to like hurt him, and if he didn't like go after them, he'd be a much better person, because every bad thing he says is some way connected to the trolls who try to fuck with him.
I need to correct myself from one of the shorts I did. So editor me later. Better include this, you fucking idiot. I need to bleep that. He Boogie does apparently fuck. So
one for me and one for my hooker.
Yeah.
Have you please tell me you've seen that video?
No, I haven't.
You've not. Oh my god.
I just.
He's
You go.
Grease. At the end of this video, please include this fucking clip. It's him. He's sitting in a hotel room and he's watching chat, and he's like, someone asks him what he has 2 beds in the hotel for, and he goes, 1 for me and 1 for my hooker. 1 for me and 1 for my hooker. He like walks to one of the beds and starts dry humping it for like 15 seconds, and he gets out of breath. And he just like sits there for like, he just sits there. He's like, what am I doing? And he's like, yep, 1 for me and 1 for my hooker. And he just keeps repeating it to himself. It's so fucking weird.
It's not even like a Chad thing to say. It doesn't make any sense.
No, not at all. He's had like this weird secret relationship with like I guess a stripper or like a sex worker, and I don't know much about her. I don't feel comfortable like talking specifically about her, but he like met her on like a sugar daddy website.
Oh yeah.
And apparently he was like really fucking horrible to her and like manipulated her, I guess, like emotionally. He's just a fucking shit person. He's I don't know.
Wait, sorry.
He doesn't even try anymore.
Sorry to interrupt you. Solipsis, did you just burp down the mic?
I mean, I've had my hand over my mouth.
It's going in the video. This whole bit is going in that video. It's gonna make no sense. It's not even like I can get rid of that. Jen was speaking. There's gonna be a burp.
Maybe people will think it's you.
Do you guys want to see what I can do? Why do I have 2 beds? 1 for me and 1 for my hooker. 1 for me and 1 for my hooker. 1 for me and 1 for my hooker. 1 for me and 1 for the hooker. 1 for me and 1 for my hooker.
Welcome to the sub club.
1 for the hooker. 1 for me and 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 1 for the hooker. Yeah. 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 I finished already. I'm sorry, guys. I tried really hard, but I finished.
If you aren't subscribed to the Greasier Wizard, you aren't a real American.